I feel the momentum of my body go forward. Bow. I hit my head on a counter. Bow. And go back, and I went out. I wake up, and all I see is like Olive Garden employees.
The first thing you need to realize is that it's only a dream. It's nothing to be afraid of. Dreams are the way your subconscious speaks to you.
What's up, Solicit Nation? It's your girl, Nikki, and I'm back with another Unsolicited Truth Reaction. Hello, if you're new, welcome back. If you're not, if you enjoy the content, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below so we can keep this party going. And please, guys, continue to watch the ads, continue to hit the thanks button, and please continue to subscribe and to buy my books. All of that helps me continue to do this for you guys full time. Now, I am finally giving you guys the story time that I promised that I was going to give you guys. This is basically, I'm going to take two story times and roll them into one because it's basically like the same thing happened, but in two different ways. All right, so I'm going to tell you guys the Olive Garden story first, and then I'm going to tell you guys my amusement park story second. But make sure that you guys stay tuned to the end because I do have a clip at the end from my day at the amusement park, and you're really going to want to watch that because there is a special reveal in that video. Okay, so anyway, and she's back. I'm back. Look, y'all might see me like look at myself. It's because I'm using my camera. Excuse me. I'm using my phone to record the story time. So you may see me like glance at myself every once in a while because I can see myself. So I'm gonna try not to, but if I do, I may end up talking to myself. Just understand that I'm talking to y'all. All right, okay. All right, so here's what happened. So Olive Garden. Me and my boy James, my best friend, his daughter's birthday, who was my goddaughter, it was her birthday. So, well, it wasn't her birthday, but it was like kind of like right after her birthday. We decided to just go and kind of chill and hang out. I missed them. They missed me. They was coming this way. We live about 2 hours away from each other. So we don't see each other as often as we do, as often as we did when we lived in the same city, obviously. And we used to work in the same place. So, he comes down, you know what I'm saying? Whenever me and James get together, here's what you gotta know, okay? Whenever me and James get together, it's gonna be a situation, all right? That's a given. It's gonna be a situation because we gonna get lit, we gonna get everybody else lit. That's just how we are. We're the energy, we're the life of the party. So, me being who I am and trying to keep up the spirits, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, keep up with the normal traditional things and the way we do it. I popped 3 gummies. Smoked a bleezy, and then we went to Olive Garden and I ordered some margaritas. You know what I'm saying? Some margaritas. You know what I'm saying? Some margaritas. I think it was margaritas. I honestly don't even remember, right? I haven't, so mind you, to build up to that, I also, when Joby, or James, I'm sorry, James, I call him Joby, but when James was coming to see me, him and his daughter, like, I was coming off of like a hardcore fast. Y'all remember I was fasting, right? So I was coming off of like a hardcore fast. So I hadn't eaten out. I hadn't eaten anything heavy, nothing greasy, nothing heavy in oil. You know, I was just, my body was fresh, right? And then I messed around and put 3 gummies in me. Like I said, smoked a bleezy. And then we went to Olive Garden. I ordered some margaritas on top of the fact that I was eating pasta, spinach dip, and I mean, I was mashing because I hadn't had this kind of food in so long. Eating breadsticks, I crushed the salad. I ate everything. Like there wasn't nothing on my plate that I would calamari. I was just like reaching for shit. Like I was like, bro. Matter of fact, when we was ordering, I was like, get that. I wanted everything, right? So food comes, and I'm mashing, and then drinks come. No, drinks come first. I'm drinking. I mean, I'm crushing the drink. No problem. I feel great tearing that food up. I feel fine, no problems, right? So the waitress comes over, and I think I forget what we were talking about. Like, they was talking about like dessert or something. I don't even know what they was talking about. I just know that I started to feel not like myself. Y'all know that feeling when you feel like you either about to get sick or you about to pass out, and you're sitting down, but you feel lightheaded and you feel kind of, and so it was like not even really lightheaded. That because I wouldn't have stood up if I felt lightheaded. Like, I don't even really know how to describe the feeling. I just felt like queasy, I guess. Like, I didn't feel like myself. I felt shaky. I guess that's a better word. I felt shaky, right? So I'm thinking like, damn, maybe I overheated. It is kind of warm. I got this knit. And this is why I also say that forever, I will always either wear a hat or a beanie on my head, bro. Forever. I don't care how hot or cold it is, right? So I'm thinking like, maybe I'm just hot because I got my beanie on. You know, I took my beanie off at the table, but then when I got up to go back outside, I put my beanie back on. Listen to me. Thank God that I did, and here's the reason why. So I put my beanie on. The waitress is still talking to James, right? She's still talking to James, and they're talking about something I don't even know. I was just like, bro, I need the keys to your car. I should have just put my head between my legs, but I just was like, I thought was like, maybe I just need some fresh air. Maybe it's stuffy in here. I don't know what's going on. So I'm like, bro, let me get the keys to your car. So he gives me the keys to his car. I'm like, I'm just gonna go out. You know, I thought maybe I just need to go and lay down, get prostrate. Well, my body thought the same thing. Clearly, my body was like, I got it, you don't. So I stood up, right? And I walk about 10 to 15 feet from what I remember. I walk about 10 to 15 feet, right? I'm walking away from my table. Like, so we're in the, we're in the colored section. Apparently they put us in the back. They put us in the colored section. We're in the back of the restaurant, right? So I gotta walk. So imagine this is our table right here. Like this is our table, right? This is our table. I gotta walk from our table, right? I gotta walk from our table and then come around like this way, right? So it's like going around like this, right? So I get to about right here. Right? About 10, 15 feet away from the table. Actually, no, it's probably like 25 feet now that I think about it. It's probably like 25, 30 feet away from the table. All of a sudden, like, my feet feel heavy as shit. Like, my feet feel heavy, right? So my feet feel heavy. From there, everything, it goes like not black, but everything goes quiet and hazy, right? Next thing I know, I feel the momentum of my body go forward. Wow. I hit my head on a counter. Wow. And go back, and I went out. I wake up, and all I see is like Olive Garden employees scrambling around me. I'm like laid out on the floor, like, and mind you, I'm around the corner. My friend, James has no idea that I literally made it just around the corner and passed out. He's sitting there, just still sitting at the table, chilling, eating with his daughter. I'm like, here's the thing though. I passed out, right? But because of how I am, I'm always like, even though I was passed out, like I was still very conscious of myself and what I was doing and where I was at. So like I'm passed out. My head hit the ground, my head hit the joint. I go back and they said that I don't remember this part. They said the back of my head hit the floor, right? Again, I had my beanie on. I gotta show y'all, matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna show y'all the beanie that I had on because y'all gotta understand how this joint protected my life and saved me from a concussion. Stand by, hold on. All right, y'all, so this is the beanie that I had on, right? Y'all see how thick this mug is? Look. Y'all see this? All of this? I had my beanie on, right? I went down. It hit right on the cuff, bruh. Thank God. It hit on the cuff. These joints, you should feel how thick this is. This is thick. I like thick beanies, right? Even in the summertime. So I fall forward. My head hits right here. I fall to the back. My head hits right here. Thank God. Plus, I got a big head, so I normally wear my beanies high. So, like, it really protected, like, the cranium part. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, I'm laid out on the ground, flat on my back, right? I'm coming conscious, right? Apparently, they said I was only out for, like, a few seconds. Really, I was only out for a few seconds. As I'm coming conscious, I'm telling them, I'm like, my friend is at the table. Can you go tell him that I passed out? Like, I'm saying this. I hear myself and I realize that I'm saying this as I'm literally coming out of consciousness. Mind you, I'm like this, though. I'm rolling in and out of consciousness. So I get myself up. No joke. They're like, no, stay there. I was like, I ain't staying on y'all nasty. Even then, I'm still the germaphobe in me was like, I'm on the floor. So literally, yo, so I picked myself up and thankfully there was like literally like a bench like right there. They held me over to the bench and I'm just like this. Like, I feel so weak. I feel like so out of it. I can't keep, my head feels heavy as shit. Like, it's already big than a mug. And it, so I'm on this motherfucker like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, just winded, bro. Just completely winded. You would have thought that I was like 40 drinks in. Like, that's the way I was acting. And then I was just like, I gotta lay down. So then, so they go get Joby clears the bill. They go get him. He clears the bill or whatever. And he's standing there next to me. And everybody is talking around me. They're like, give her water. She needs air. She needs this. And I'm like, sugar. I need sugar. Right? I'm telling them, no, they trying to give me water. And I'm like pushing the cup away. Like literally like, no, bro. Like I know what my body needs. I'm very cognizant of my body. This little bitty Asian woman, bruh. This little bitty Asian woman that works at Olive Garden comes and she got a Coke. I do not drink soda. Soon as I saw that Coke, I grabbed that mug and was like, started drinking it. Bro, within seconds, and I mean it, within seconds, I automatically started to feel a little bit better, bro. Like, so they try to call the ambulance. Again, I'm still kind of like in and out, right? But immediately I started to feel better, but I'm still kind of just like real, like just zoning, right? They try to call the ambulance. They was like, you want us to call the ambulance? Again, just passed out. And I'm still very much conscious and very much aware. I'm like, hell no, I don't want that bill. They're like, bruh, for real? Like, I'm like, no, I'm good. I was like, I'm just getting in the car with my friend. They like, we should call the ambulance. I'm like, no, man, I don't want y'all to call the ambulance. I know them, they was probably thinking like, oh, lawsuit. I was like, no, it wasn't a slip and fall. I legitimately passed out. I wouldn't even blame them. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not a con artist. And so, my boy James is like, you sure you don't want them to call? He was like, James is like, you sure you don't want them to call the ambulance? I was like, no, man, just come on, just get me home. Here's where the story goes left, all right? I know my body, you see what I'm saying? I knew that basically what happened I knew it was blood pressure related. Now, granted, I thought that my blood pressure spiked. That's what I thought it was. I thought that my blood pressure went up just because of all the shit that I was doing, you know what I'm saying? As far as like the gummies and the blunt, and then I was like drinking and stuff. And then it was hot. I got a whole wool knit. Not a wool knit, but I got a knit cap on, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you know, so I'm thinking, yeah, it's gotta be blood pressure related, right? Keep that in mind. I'm thinking like, it's gotta be blood pressure related. So anyway, we get in the car, and this nigga, you know what I'm saying? This nigga, my friend, supposed to have my back. I'm telling him, bro, I'm good. Just take me home. This dude called my mom. What y'all think Mama Truth said? Mama Truth was like, bro, I literally put do not disturb on and the fucking alarm ran and interrupted me. So here I go. Okay, so anyway, I was like, what do y'all think Mama Truth said? Mama Truth was like, take her to the hospital, take her to the ER. I'm sitting here like, I don't want to go to the ER. I know what's wrong with my body. I was like, I just need to get somewhere, lay down, give me some, I just need some fluids, maybe some water, and some sugar. That's it. That's what I need, right? Man, Joby called my mom. You already know my mom wasn't having that. Not only was she not having that, she was like, take her to the nearest hospital. Tell me which one you go to, and I'm gonna meet y'all up there. So we get up there. Long story short, or short story long, I don't know, whatever. Either way, we get up there, and the doctor is definitely like, yeah, it's. By the way, the doctor's name, not even joking, was Nicole Williams. And if y'all don't know, my full government name is, well, not my full, but my government first and last is Nicole Williams. And so she was like, I just had to come out here and she was like, I just had to come out here and meet my doppelganger. We're not doppelgangers. Complete opposite ends of the spectrum. I'm black, dreadlocks, masculine presenting, white, brown, straight hair, feminine presenting, you know, but it was super, super cool. She was like, girl, I had to come and make sure it wasn't me. She was like, I had to make sure they wasn't running me crazy and I came and signed myself into the ER. She had me cracking up. But anyway, she told me that it was blood pressure related, but instead of it being hypertension, which is what I thought it was hypotension, which was the low, my blood pressure actually dropped. And so by the end of the day, they ended up having to put me, I was on fluids for like an hour. That sucked. They gave me potassium, checked my heart, checked my brain, checked everything, you know what I'm saying? Made sure I wasn't concussed, you know? And then they sent me on my way, and I was tight because I knew exactly what it was, and I was just like, I just need to go home and lay down. And that's basically what I ended up doing there, just fluids and chilling, sitting for like an hour and some change. And I was like, but then turned around and got an $800 bill. Thank God I'm a veteran. So I was just like, but yeah, that's the Olive Garden. That's the Olive Garden story, and that is why to this day, I swear to goodness, I promise y'all, when I bring the merch back, I'm definitely bringing a beanie. I gotta have a beanie in the lineup. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a few beanies. But let me go ahead and give y'all now the second faint story. Y'all ready? We here? All right. Okay. So here we go. Let me take a little sip and soup. Hold on. Let me take a sip. Get my lips together. Hold on, give me a sec. But how y'all doing today? You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm taking this time to get my lips together. How y'all doing today? I want y'all to tell me in the comment below. Second story time. The second story time. All right, so a couple of days ago, matter of fact, it was Wednesday last week. I got an invitation / I invited myself, to join a friend who was doing basically like an amusement park tour, right? Like, so her brother, it was her brother's birthday, and her brother were basically going up the East Coast, and they hit like, I think they did something like, I don't even know how many amusement parks they hit, but I know that they came this way. I know that they did at least like nine parks in like 6 states or something like that. I don't know, something crazy. But anyway, or 4 states or 5 states, something like that. I don't know. But anyway, they came my way, right? So she told me, I was like, all right, well, when you this way, let's link up, blah, 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 whatever. Y'all, this is what y'all must know. I am a roller coaster enthusiast, especially when I was much, much younger. I was like, bro, there ain't nothing that I won't try. I bungee jumped, you know what I'm saying? I bungee jumped. I have buddy jumped out of a plane because I don't have the hours to do it by myself. I have, what else? Any roller coaster that you can think of on the East Coast, like that. Anytime I go to an amusement park, I try to ride everything. Like, I legitimately, like, if I have the time to. And there's no roller coaster I won't get on, right? But there is a roller coaster at one of our main theme parks here where I live, and the joint it's over 300 feet tall. I'm gonna just say it like that. It's over 300 feet tall. The drop is over 300 feet tall. Now, I rode this roller coaster once before with one of my best friends and her husband at the time, and I passed out. Okay? Legitimately passed out. Like, just passed out. Okay? On the ride. Just nah, okay? So I was already intimidated by this ride, okay? I'm standing in line, right? And I'm like, but it wasn't just me though. I wasn't the only one. It was also her brother, and my best friend James was with me. Once again, James, that's my dog, always with me, always right there to catch me when I fall. My boy James was right there with me, right? So, like, the three of us are looking at this roller coaster like, girl, you out your motherfucking mind. Like, we all looking at it like, I don't want to do it. She like, all right, well, I'm going to get on this mug first by myself. So, because we all like, here's the thing, right? Roller coaster etiquette, right? And I need to know this. Do y'all ride in the front or the back? Because the middle is like a no-go. Normally the middle is a no-go. Like, I don't ride the middle because the middle is like the soft side, right? Like, you ride in the back and the G's yank you. You ride in the front and the G's push you, right? Cool. So, the way that I normally ride is I like to ride in the back. I like to get yanked. I like to feel all the jerks and all the, like, I actually like that, right? I do the front too, but not on this one. And I didn't do the back on this one. I punked out and I got in the middle. But so did my boy James and so did her brother. So I'm not even tripping off of that, okay? We was all like, we gonna ride in the middle. But so because she wanted to go to the back, it was moving faster. The line obviously was moving faster at the back. Wasn't anybody trying to ride in the back, and they knew what this shit was. Right? The roller coaster was terrifying. And so she gets on the first time, goes through. No problem, right? She gets out, she was like, I'm gonna meet y'all around, we're gonna ride again the same time around. I was like, okay, cool. So I did get the bubble guts. I haven't had the bubble guts when it comes to riding roller coasters since I was like a little kid. But you know, I'm just like, oh fuck. Like I'm just not anticipating, or I'm just like not looking forward to that initial drop, right? But funnily enough, that's not even where I passed out at. Just hold on. So anyway, so we get on the ride, and it's me. I'm sitting here like I'm on the inside car or the inside seat, and then James is next to me. She's in front. No, I feel like her and her brother are behind us. Were they behind us on this ride? Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, her and her brother were behind us on this ride. So like I'm like that's right, because it's like I think it's like 4 seats or something. So I'm like, me and James are like in the middle. I don't know where we were. Either way, they're behind us, right? I'm in my chair. Look, see, I don't even remember how the ride was arranged because I was out of it. Or maybe we were all right, or were we all next to each other? Oh, actually, on that one we might have all been next to each other. I think it might have been the 4 of us. I can't remember. But either way, we're going up. Like, so it was so sunny that day too. Last week it was like mad sunny, like not a cloud in the sky. The sun was beating. So I normally don't close my eyes on the roller coasters, but I had to close my eyes going up, right? Because the sun was like literally directly in my face, and I didn't have my shades on. I didn't have my hat on. So, you know, because I didn't want to lose them joints. So we're going up, and this roller coaster is taking forever to go up, right? So I was like, my goal was, I'm gonna just keep my eyes closed until I feel us going over the drop. And then when I feel us going over the drop, I was like, I'm gonna open my eyes, you know what I'm saying? So I could be ready, so I could really take in that intense moment when you like, your whole body sees up. That whole body sees like, and you can't scream until the shit release you. So we're doing that. I got my eyes closed. We go over the joint. And I'm starting to feel the G's yank, right? And I'm like, even though we're in the middle though, like I'm riding like a little bitch, but I'm feeling that, oh my God, I can't imagine what it would have been like in the back of the front. And we go over it. I open my eyes and I'm just like, and I mean, it's an intense drop. It's 300, over 300 feet, 90 degrees, just straight drop, right? Man, I'm like, I didn't pass out at that part. I passed out, so like you go over that first drop, and then it's like I think it bends you up into the right or something like that. Look at that, I got more retracking. Look. Look at that. And it also goes at like I think it pulls 6 G's. Like this roller coaster pulls like, at least that's what she told me when we got off that mud. She's like, I think this joint pulls like 6 G's, all right? So so I'm on that joint. I feel myself like between the intensity of the speed and then just like the way it's bending, and it's just like I feel myself like I'm getting, you know how shit's starting to get hazy, and I literally say this out loud. I'm like, I wish my best friend James was here because he heard me. I was like, don't pass out, don't pass out. He thought, after the fact when we was talking about it, he thought I was talking to him, telling him, don't pass out, don't pass out. No, I was telling myself, I was like, don't pass out, because I felt myself getting ready to pass out. Yo, I'll lie to you now, I was like, don't pass out, don't pass out. We hit a bend, and my joint was like this. I was like, don't pass out, don't pass out. I went just like that, right? Soon as I went out, that mug was like, yank. It yanked me. And what woke me up was when it yanked my neck to the left. Cause I felt my joint go, I felt something pop. I was like, and I woke up and I'm like, and I'm like, now I'm in the car. We like, and I'm just like, I'm quiet just for the rest of the ride. Just. I get off the ride, right? We get off we pulling into the joint. We pulling back into the station or whatever, back into the joint and the load area. And I'm just like, yo, I passed out. And they're laughing. I get off we were all sitting next to each other. I get off, so like her brother gets off and then she gets off because me and her were sitting next to each other and my boy James was next to me. So she gets off and then I get off. Yo, you know how like, y'all know how like when you start seeing spots, like you ever stare at a light and then look away from it and then all you see is like black and blue spots and shit? Bro, that's what I saw. My legs felt like jelly and I was seeing black and blue spots and I was just like, bro. So that was like I passed out, but I didn't really pass out, like because it's like I went out and like it's like I went out of consciousness and then it snapped me like within a second. It snapped me back to consciousness with my neck. It was like, and I was like, damn. But I passed out. I was like, bro, I have got to relax. I had also that day for the record, that day I had gummies. We smoked 2 Bleezies. And I had my pen with me. Although I didn't hit my pen at all because I didn't want to get in trouble for vaping in the park. And I'm a good girl. So I didn't want to get in trouble for vaping in the park. But look, that joint, when I tell y'all that those were 2 of the most intense moments that I've had in a minute. Like that, passing out on a roller coaster. That's a good question. Have y'all ever passed out on a roller coaster? Because passing out on a roller coaster is no fucking joke, bro. I swear to goodness. That's my second story time of the pass out. I hope you guys enjoyed the story times. I have don't click off yet. The video's not over. The video is not over. Do not end the video. You want to see the end, okay? I promise you I put a little clip of my day at the amusement park. What's up, Solicit Nation? Y'all know how I do. I am at King's Dominion right now. I know I look a mess because it's the end of the day. I could have recorded the whole day, but I didn't. I wanted to enjoy myself. But I have a special guest. She got her head to the back of me. Turn around. Who is that?
What's up, y'all?
Could have been got her. She could have got her right here. Like, no, we don't. Look, just fell for it. Yeah, and okay. Spread your legs in there. I see what the cheek comes. I see what you did, though. Girl, don't me.
I can't let you do this.
You ain't gonna let me, bro. Fine, this. No, she didn't go sit on the bed.
Who is that?
How did that happen? I was just reacting to her. How did that happen, y'all? That's crazy. Do y'all know who's that? Best friend series? The best friend series? Alright. I'm just... You never know. Oh, look, paparazzi. Hi, it's Kimberly.
No pictures.
No pictures? Are you sure?
No pictures.
Are you sure?
Go back. Thank you.
Go back, thank you. Go back, thank you. No, I'm just trying to. I'm your biggest fan.
No more money. Sorry.
No more money? What you selling? Wait a minute. What did that just turn into? What are you selling? What is she selling? My goodness. Yeah, fun times, y'all. Y'all know how I do, but I was going to record the whole day, but I just wanted to enjoy myself. But I wanted to give y'all a quick little vlog today and let y'all know that you never know who I know. You never know who I know. All right. Bet. With that being said, Solicit Nation, if you guys enjoyed this story time as much as I did, these story times, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Don't be afraid to share. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be notified every single time I upload. And if you've been here before, then you already know I gotta hit y'all with the deuces.